social media through the social universe, and in many cases the secrets of the universe itself. Today we're learning a lot of the secrets of technology, and I think a lot of those would be unlocked if you just went down to their campus, which is located just a few miles from our studio. But Rebecca, tell us again about the University of Advancing Technology, how we got the name created, and then give us the location in case somebody wanted to come visit the campus.
Well, UAT, the University of Advancing Technology, is our name today. We actually started out in 1983 as CAD Institute, and evolved from there and became the University of Advancing Computer Technology. And then we realized that it's not just computers. There are a lot of other technologies that we're going to be kind of migrating towards, particularly as technologies become more and more interdisciplinary and interwoven. And so we changed it to the University of Advancing Technology in, I think, 2001, so 11 years ago. And we're located, we're in Tempe, Arizona. We are at I-10 and Baseline Road. The address is 2625 West Baseline Road in Tempe. We have online programs and on-campus programs. And our on-campus programs, both graduate and undergraduate, are designed for, traditional college-age students of that level. Our online programs are designed for working professionals.
Excellent. And for any of you who might be listening locally and know the area where the I-10 and the 60 and the 17 all kind of intersect, it's on approximately Baseline where Fry's Electronics, it's south of Fry's Electronics, and just east of what used to be the Point.
We're right next to the Arizona Grand Resort.
Yeah, the Arizona Grand Resort, which is, I still think it's 3 or 4 star rated resort. So actually 4 or 5 star rated. Apologize. It's a beautiful place.
It is a beautiful
when you see
resort.
big, beautiful fountains, you know you're getting close. Okay, wonderful, and thank you for sharing that with us. So tell us, maybe starting with some of the Bachelor of Arts programs, what are some of the more exciting majors that students get excited about?
We have, on our art side, we have an amazing digital video degree. The digital video degree at UAT isn't just about filmmaking. Its actual emphasis is on advanced visual effects. So it's compositing, it is working for putting animation into film, it really is combining. So what our students do is they learn visual effects in the context of whole filmmaking. So they'll come in and they'll make 15 to 30-minute films starting in their second semester and working their way through. And our students have won awards for the past 5 years in a row. Wow. We've run Best Arizona Short for the last 2 years in a row for the film Parallax this year, and last year, I don't believe it was Flight of the Melvin. I can't remember what it was. Fallout. Okay. Fallout was the name of the film. And right now we're working on a very popular Mass Effect fan film called Red Sand. And it's set about 50 years before the Mass Effect games came into play. And it's been just a wonderfully popular project that the students have been able to work on.
Wow, that's great. It's an area, if anybody is wanting to let's just say this, in the down economy, one of the things in the area of entertainment that is growing and booming is the gaming industry. So anytime they release something that's
another set of majors that we have, actually.
Okay, great. Let's talk about those.
So you had what you were saying. We went visual effects, Red Sand. So we'll lead into gaming. We actually have one of the oldest and most comprehensive suites of gaming programs in the world. Our programs are 15 years old. That's very, very old. Gaming degrees really didn't exist at the point in time when we were building them. Now they're around, but I just can't argue that. I mean, ours are better. I'm sorry, let me just say that straight out. Well, Princeton Review named us to the top 50 game design schools in the country this year. Our students build award-winning games. We have faculty with over 100 years of industry experience in the gaming industry itself. And they've done amazing games coming in, and so they're able to coach and mentor our students very, very effectively. So we have 5 degree programs in our gaming suite. We have a game art and animation degree, a game design degree, a serious game and simulation degree, and then we have a game programming degree on the science side, and at our graduate level we have a Master's of Science in Game Production and Management. Wow. So you can basically build in interdisciplinary teams, complete original games, artwork, coding, everything can be complete. And we do collaborative projects with some some really, really large organizations. We're doing a community-based collaborative project right now with Blizzard Entertainment, and they're wonderful. It's really phenomenal working with them. They're interested in engaging with the StarCraft 2 development community, and so we're doing some documentation and project-driven work with them, which is really wonderful.
That is very exciting.
Yeah.
And for, these opportunities when they come around, we're not talking about Arizona State University where there might be 65,000 students and a project comes and goes and you don't even realize it was there, and students don't really feel like they have an opportunity.
When we do collaborative projects, our students are always involved.
That's wonderful.
It's never a faculty member working in isolation. When we do research, when we do partnered projects, when we do collaborations, we mandate that our students are engaged in it, and it's a phenomenal experience for them.
That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. So then you get into the game design, and where would you say the bulk? What are your larger majors, the ones where a lot of the students are enrolling?
Well, because we have 5 degrees in the gaming area, we do have a lot of students in gaming, and they're spread out between game art and animation, game design, game programming, serious games, and then the graduate level. Another larger major that we have is advancing computer science on the Bachelor of Science side. Okay. And advancing computer science is really about the craft of programming. So you're going to work with a myriad of programming languages, producing complete projects that are applicable today. So the only reason that you would learn C is if you were, for example, programming for embedded systems, which still tend to use a lot of C coding. Otherwise, we start with object-oriented, C++, C#. We did a little bit of playing in F#, although it's not fully adopted yet. It's a beta language. We also have Java, of course, simply because you have to be able to move between some kind of proprietary-driven development and then very open source driven development, depending. And then, of course, mobile development, you're working with iOS and ensuring that you can do things like Cocoa and Objective-C.
Does Visual Basic still have any application in what you do? Is it kind of a different use?
Visual Basic is, we stopped teaching Visual Basic about 5 years ago. And it's not that it doesn't still exist out there. It's that the trend is more towards C#. Yeah. And the usage of that and the capacity is. And so we see that as, it's this is going to sound bad, it's a bit like Fortran and COBOL in that it's going into it's moving into that kind of very exclusive maintenance kind of languages.
I'm glad you shared that. My son, I don't know why, he's 13 and just discovered Visual Basic and got all excited about it, so I'm going to redirect him into C#.
Yeah, I would drive him towards C#.
Okay, very good. And so, see, it actually has a very direct application to our lives and the decisions that we make. It's good to consult somebody ahead of time to know where the future is going. Okay, so we are coming up again on another break, but before we do, talk a little bit for us the difference between a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Science, and then we'll talk about some of the Bachelor of Science degrees when you come back.
Well, our arts degrees really are focused on exactly that. They're focused on the visual and digital arts. And so when you look at them, what you're going to do in the degree program is you're focusing very much on aesthetic. You're focusing on design. You have higher art class requirements. You have to take a certain number of credits of actually traditional media art classes. You do need to be able to sketch on a napkin. You still end up doing that, although maybe you'd be sketching on your iPad. I could see you putting a draw something app together. But essentially, you're still capable. You have to be capable of communicating visually. You have to have an understanding of color and perspective and all of those things. In order to be able to do it digitally, you still need to be able to understand it in a traditional media. The Bachelor of Science side tends to have much more mathematics, science. You're going to go up through differential and integral calculus on the science side. You're going to go up through and take a course called... in our programming languages, they have to take a course called Mathematics and the Theory of Computation. And this course essentially pulls in all of the mathematics you need to effectively be a programmer and a coder and understand all of that craft so that you can do quaternion rotations when you're working in game programming, so that you can do all of these things. But it's only the slices that you need for that application. When I went through and did my degree, I had to go all the way through partial differential equations and discrete math and all the way up, and it was a course for everything, and I never used any of it after integral calculus.
Yeah, isn't it
And
amazing?
so when I started looking at that, I was like, well, why did you make me take these additional, and it's because you need this slice. And so what we've done is we've pared it down so that they can spend more time practicing, right, but get and be able to speak and work with what they need from a theoretical perspective.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the reasons why we work the math the way that we do. Then the Bachelor of Science, I wanted to actually tell you about 2 more programs. We have a network engineering, network security, information assurance, and technology forensics suite. This is our information assurance or cybersecurity suite. Those programs are really, really high caliber, very, very applied. And I think I mentioned in the first segment, you know, they're highly accredited and highly regarded. And this is an area where we're well known. And so if you're interested in defending the nation's networks, if you're interested in acting as a security professional from a cyber side, I really would recommend that you look for an institution that is a Center for Academic Excellence with the NSA if you're not going to look at UAT, because UAT, University of Advancing Technology, is just phenomenal with respect to that. Now, please remember you're talking to someone who I love it there. I've been there 17 and a half years, so I really believe in the institution.
I've had a tour of campus, and one of the things that I saw is that the students were very engrossed in deep conversation and having fun doing it. So
Right.
That is something that if you listened in on the conversation, they were collaborative. They were having good technology conversations and having fun. You go to
Right.
ASU and they're separate. You're either not having very much fun having conversations or having a lot of fun not talking about school. I saw a very good integration of both of those.
And that's one of the things you'll see actually from the design of the campus. One of our philosophies is that you don't do things alone anymore. So we put the students in teams from day one. They work in teams to do their projects and build and innovate. And so all of our students do collaborative work. As I said, the facility is designed, the campus is designed around students being able to slide around the edges of computer desks and look at the same screen, share files very quickly, communicate very, very quickly in open, flexible spaces. But all of our students collaborate, all of our students innovate, all of our students do an innovation project. All of our students do a portfolio of work. It doesn't matter whether you're an art student or a science student. You're going to demonstrate that you've mastered your degree objectives before you'll graduate. And all of our students do an internship. So because we replace 1/3 of our technology a year, none of our technology is more than 3 years old on the campus, our students get a little bit used to that very modern environment. And one of the things that we want them to do is before they go out for their final job, we want to make sure that they get out of the institution and experience the working environment and understand that, gosh, I may actually have to maintain a network that's got operating systems that are way older that I would work with, given my choice, and things like this. So,
sure. Absolutely. I know that Voice America is very interested in, and the social universe itself is interested in as well in posting up some internship positions. So we'll have to
look forward to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Well, it looks like we're coming up on commercial break again. We appreciate all our listeners tuning in with guest Rebecca. It's
Rebecca Whitehead.
Rebecca Whitehead from the University of Advancing Technology, and we look forward to learning more about some of the Bachelor of Science and online degrees that are coming up. So stay tuned.